Let me preface this entire video by saying I'm not defending CD Projekt. There, got out of my system. So Cyberpunk, it's out. I have had about a week, give or take, since the game came out. I've played it every single night. I'm playing on the PS5 platform. That is imperative that I say that because my first-hand experience has been very positive, minus a few intensely frustrating issues that I have with the game. Issues that I think most platforms are experiencing at this point. Cyberpunk is not running as advertised. It really isn't. We hold CD Projekt to I'm gonna say an impossibly high standard, and I do mean we, myself included. CD Projekt's Red, that's the development team, they made my favorite game. They made The Witcher 3, and everything about that game is jaw-dropping, it's immersive, the writing's incredible, the atmosphere. So naturally, I kind of assumed that we'd get a similar showing. I think Cyberpunk is fantastic. I really do. I am playing on the PS5 platform. I've got about 15-20 hours into it on the PS5, and I have been having a freaking blast. I'm the first guy to say, what is this shit? Don't buy this game, avoid it. I'm the first guy to bitch and to throw a hissy fit on a game. So if I were a PS4 owner, I'd probably be having that hissy fit right about now. Or an Xbox One. If I say PS4, I mean Xbox One, vice versa. Just the base models. If I were in that camp, boy, would I be pretty upset. This game, the biggest issue right now is the performance. For a lot of people. If you have a base PS4 or base Xbox One, you are struggling. Ooh, you are struggling just to keep 30 frames. You really don't even keep 30 frames during most of the action. If you're driving, you're dipping to 20, 15 to 20, 25, you're floating around 20. 20 is your average. That is playable, but it's not really enjoyable by most gaming standards. PS1 era, sure. 30 frames was a myth back in the PS1 era. But we're not in the PS1 era, it's 2020. We are now getting, remember, everything about gaming, everything about technology, the bar is being raised. Timing was off. That's not an excuse for, that's not even a little bit of an excuse for CD Projekt. I'm gonna dig into them here real soon. The timing was off on this game. This game either had to commit to the PS4 generation or the PS5 generation. It straddled both, and it did a really bad job because most of you are in that boat. This is a game for next-gen consoles and high-end PCs. It took too long to make. It took too long. There was too much of an investment. This is where I have a big issue with CD Projekt, and I think where almost all of the controversy is. Had they just been up front, they knew this game wasn't running properly on PS4 and Xbox One base models. They should have had footage saying, hey guys, here's what you got. If you're a PS4 base model, here you go. If you're Xbox One base model, here you go. But that didn't happen. In fact, it seems like the opposite happened. They weren't letting console players console early reviewers, they weren't letting them really get into the game to showcase it. All we got to really see leading up to this was badass PCs running the game. I've experienced 60 frames and what I think is somewhere around 2.5K to 4K. I don't know if it's doing checkerboarding or whatever. It looks really good. I don't have any performance issues. Not on the PS5. So guys, I'm sure you saw the news. The digital version of this game has been pulled down from Sony's network.
This so fucking hard? Fucking ass on the fucking couch!
Make me.
Thought you'd never ask.
Here's my big concern. Here's my big concern with this game getting pulled off the digital markets. It's not Sony's job to police the games that I can and can't buy. This game runs fine on PS5. It really does. And I know it's a PS4 game and it's backwards compatible. I understand that now. I kind of forgot about that whole mindset. All I know is I'm holding a PS4 copy, a physical copy of this game, and I'm playing on my PS5 and it's freaking incredible. If I had a digital PS5, I just gotta wait for Sony and Project Red to hash it out and to hash out a game that already works perfectly fine on my system that I own. That is where I have a huge issue with Sony right now. We had a ton of pre-orders on this game. I'm like, I hope it's good. I hope this isn't another No Man's Sky thing because it's gonna be my fault as a retailer. Sony's giving refunds and that blows me away. They should have stopped right there. Taking away the game entirely? No. Because guess what? Here's the big issue I have with that. Yeah, the PS5 argument, you can poke holes in that all you want to. It's a PS4 game. Be thankful you got to play it on PS5, whatever. PS4 Pro owners are getting punished. I know lots of people, I know plenty of guys and gals that are hardcore digital only. The disk drive is just collecting dust. It's maybe never being used. Now they've either got to change their mind and have that one hard copy on their shelf, or they've got to stick to their guns and just be like, hey, yeah, see, digital is what I chose. Why am I being punished though? It runs good enough. There are a ton of games that run far worse, that are nowhere near as fun, that people paid $60 for. It hovers around 30 consistently enough. Yeah, it dips into 25 in a lot of cases, even down to 20 in severe cases, but you're getting 30 frames for the most part. You're getting 1080p pretty consistently. It's supposed to go above that, but it kind of rubber bands around 1080p. Why are PS4 Pro owners that are digital only, why don't they get to download a well enough functioning game? Yeah, it's got bugs. All the versions of this game have bugs. High-end PC, you're still gonna get weird glitches and bugs. Guess what? Skyrim's got bugs 30 years later with 19 different versions. Why is Sony now dying on this sword? One of the most important games to release in history. And Sony now wants to become the dictator and say, no. Once it's polished enough, once it's consistent enough, we'll let you guys go back to purchasing this item. I don't like that. I don't like that. What I'm gonna tell people that own the base models, I'm gonna tell you to hold out because this game should not be experienced at 15 to 20 frames a second in 720p resolution. You're doing this game a serious disservice. This is, at its core, an incredibly well done game, an incredibly fun game. It's immersive. It is beautiful. With the right hardware, this game is stunningly beautiful. At the very least, wait until we get some more patches. Cyberpunk has gotten 2 patches, I think. A third one's coming out in a few days. What I will say in defense of CD Projekt, yeah, they haven't delivered a whole lot to us, like basically 2 games with a few other sprinkles on the side, but they're incredibly well done games. Now that they've got some clout, now that they've garnered some serious praise, we raised that bar and I think we went too high with it. I think we went too high with it, guys. Is this game gonna get patched? Of course. Is this game gonna eventually run stable? I hope. I'm not as confident. I'm not as confident now. It takes a lot to make this game function properly, even on PCs. This is just the PS4, this is just the last gen version, and it's already fantastic. It's not even optimized properly for the PS5. The hard drive, they didn't really take advantage of it like they could. Remember, this had to run on old systems. There is a specific PS5 only version and Series X version. We're gonna get that for free. We're going to, my PS4 version, it's used, here it is. I'm gonna pop this into my PS5, hopefully in April, May, and I'm gonna get a whole new experience. And I'm gonna play the game again. I've played through Witcher too many times, I will say that. I'm gonna play through this game too many times. I love what I've experienced. If you're a PS5 guy or an Xbox Series X, you're good. I honestly think this is a very safe bet. It runs great, and you're gonna get an even better version in a few months.
Love tinkering with new gear.
PS4 base, Xbox One base, danger zone, serious danger zone. Read all the disclaimers, understand what you're getting into. Also understand that no matter what, this game scales up. If you're a base PS4 and you're looking at a PS4 Pro, you're gonna be good. If you're looking at a PS5, you're really gonna be good. You've only gotta buy the game once. Do I recommend Cyberpunk? I have been having such a wonderful time. Give them a little bit of slack. There are innocent dudes and dudettes that spent the last 7 years of their existence trying to deliver the most incredible game experience possible. The higher ups are the ones that pushed him and pulled him and slapped him around and forced him into overtime. The guys in the trenches, don't punish them. Don't write off their work of art because the people that own the artwork are kind of assholes about the whole thing. That's my parting sentiment with the whole Project Red and the whole Cyberpunk release. Guys and gals, I hope I didn't piss off too many people. I hope you guys see where I'm coming from. Cyberpunk is a messy release, but I think there is a beautiful experience to be had in due time. All right, with that being said, boys and girls, I love you guys. Please be safe. Don't forget to take some time, do some gaming, decompress. Tell your family you love them. Have a great day. Love y'all. See you next time. Peace.